everyone, this is Mandeep Burmi from Ace Driving School in Winnipeg, Manitoba. So in this video, we're gonna work on boulevard left turns and drive on a highway and look at the general mistakes and critical mistakes so you don't fail your driving test. So let's get started. So I'm just gonna shift into drive here, and we're gonna change lane here. So I'm checking my left mirror. There is a little bit traffic. There's one more car. Now he's slowing down for some reason. Okay, so all right, so looks like this guy was a little bit confused. He wanted to go left somewhere, so he's going left on this intersection. I don't see anyone else coming, so I'm going to signal left shoulder check to make sure there's no one in my blind spot, and then we are changing lane. Now there is a car on my right hand side, but looks like they are waiting for us, so we are good to go. You want to keep both hands on the steering all the time, 9 and 3 o'clock position. We are turning left at a stop sign, and so I got my left signal on. Your signal should be on about 30 meters before the intersection you want to turn on. So here I can stop before the sidewalk. So there is a sidewalk on the right side, so I stop before that. Now guys, this one is a left boulevard turn. A lot of people, they fail their driving test on this turn. So right now we're just gonna roll forward, and first you need to check traffic on the left side. Pedestrians on the right side as well. So pedestrians, actually they are still far, so I'm good to go. And now traffic is clear on the left side. I check traffic on the right side, looks clear, and then we are good to go. And you always want to go on the left side of the intersection. Like when you're pulling up, you want to pull up to the left side of the intersection. If you're going in the middle of the intersection or on the right hand side, if you go on the right side of the intersection, that's automatic fail. So from here we will go straight. So I have both hands on the steering. I see a speed limit sign on the right hand side. It shows maximum 60 kilometers. Right now I'm doing about 50 kilometers, and now we see another intersection coming up. We got a green light, so we are good to go. And now my speed is about 57, 58. And we're gonna change lane to the right hand side. So I will check my mirror first. And now from the mirror it looks like the right lane is clear, so I'm going to signal right. Then I do right shoulder check to make sure there's nobody in my blind spot and the lane was clear. Then I move over to the right side. Now the most common critical mistake or the automatic fail when you're changing lane, people slow down too much. Okay, so when you're changing lane, when you're looking in your mirror, a lot of time in the driving lessons or even like in the driving test, when students go for the driving test, examiner asks them to change lane. The first thing that they do is they take off their foot from the gas pedal. Don't do that, guys. Okay, if you do that, it's going to be very hard for you to change lane, because that means you're slowing down the traffic behind you. They don't like you anymore. They're going to start changing lanes before you do, so it creates interference with other traffic, and interference is automatic fail. Okay, so we let's practice on lane change a little bit more. So let's say we want to change lane to the right side. So what we're gonna do is, so I will check this mirror to see how much traffic I have behind me. Then I do right mirror check, it looks clear, and then I signal right. I do right shoulder check, and then I move over to the right side. Now I do understand you cannot see the right mirror. When I say right mirror, this mirror, you don't see that. But in my online training program, I actually go over a lot more detail. Okay, so the lane change and everything else I cover in a lot of details. I will show you, I will do the videos like I'm doing the videos from different angles, so you will actually see when I say check your mirror, left mirror or this mirror, I'm actually recording that with my camera, and then you will see what I see in the mirror. So a lot of very good information in the online training program, and I cover the most common general mistakes and the critical mistakes. Very, very good information. A lot of people, they bought it from people. I get students buying from all over Canada and from states as well. So they for their driving test as well, and they got it. Like, I'm not saying you're gonna buy the online program and then you pass your driving test for 100% sure. Nobody can say for 100% sure what's gonna happen in the test, but if the program can maximize your chances to pass your driving test, I think it's all worth it. And it's not just about the driving test, guys. Driving test, when you get your license, to me it's just the start of your driving, okay? Because that's when your real driving test actually starts, when you get your license. Because now you're going to be driving alone, you're driving with your friends, right? You're driving with your family members, so you want to make sure you know what you're doing, you're safe on the road, there are other people on the road, right? So for everyone's safety, don't take any risk, make sure you understand everything. So yeah, take your time, go through all the information, and when you understand everything, you will stay safe on the road. So the speed limit here is still 60 kilometers, and I'm doing about 59-60 right now. Further down, we're going to be turning right, so I'm going to change lane to the right. So I'm going to signal, mirror check, this mirror check, right signal, shoulder check, and then I change my lane to the right side, and I maintained my speed all the time. When I was doing all the mirror check, shoulder check, my speed did not go down, because there's no reason to slow down. The lane was empty, right? So if the lane is empty, then you don't slow down. So we're gonna be turning right here. Now the light is amber. I got my right signal on. There is a sign for the stop line, so we're gonna stop before the stop line here. Now I don't see any prohibited sign here, so that means I can turn right on a red light. But right now there is a traffic. I don't know if you can see that in the camera or not. There's still a lot of traffic turning left, so I'm just gonna let them go first. Right turn on a red light is optional. Looks like they already got red light now, and that's why I got a green light here now. So we are good to go. So on this highway here, the speed limit here is 80 kilometers. We are on Chief Bagwest Highway, close to Main Street and Henderson Highway. So I'm doing about 75 kilometers right now. So when you're going straight, when you're driving straight like this, every few seconds you should be checking your speed to make sure you're not going over the speed limit, you're not going too slow, and you still want to keep both hands on the steering. And I understand sometimes when I'm explaining, I'm keeping my hands off from the steering for a little bit. That's fine. But you just don't want to drive like this, okay? So don't do that. Alright, so we're gonna be turning right next. If you look at the overhead sign, we got 2 lanes going straight, we got 2 lanes going left, and 1 lane going right. So I put my right signal on, and I can cancel my signal now because we are still far from the intersection, and now I can put it back on. And if you look at the car in front of me, see how far they are from the curb. They are more than 3 feet. If you do that in the test, that's going to be a general mistake. If you're turning right, you have to stay closer to the right side. And it's a yield sign, so we're just going to slow down, check traffic on the left. Looks clear, and we are staying in the right lane, in the first available lane. All the traffic, they went in the far lane, all wrong. Everything, okay, that's all wrong. You can do that if you're going to be turning left right way. But if you're just gonna keep driving straight like this, then you're required to come into this lane, into the right lane first. Otherwise, if you go in the second lane or in the far lane, that's gonna be automatic fail. So further down, we're gonna be turning left after this intersection. Looks like there's only 1 second left, so this light can change. Ready, go. And that means we have to stop. So you always want to look at the timer on the right hand side, that small screen that we got. It shows you, like, how many seconds are left. Now the timer is, guys, the timer is only for pedestrians. We are using that as a reference, but your main focus should be at the traffic light, because sometimes you're gonna see it changes to maybe 1 second, 0 seconds, 0 seconds, and the light is still green. Okay, so because when it changes to 0 seconds, that means the pedestrians should not be crossing, like they should not start crossing. And if they are already crossing, then it gives them a little bit more time to finish, to go on the other side of the road. So here we are turning left, so we established, and we are just waiting for the oncoming traffic to clear. Now after this car, I checked pedestrians on the sidewalk, nobody there, so that means we are good to go. So this street here is it's like 3 lanes, and we are staying on the right hand side. Oncoming traffic, they're gonna drive in the middle of the street. So I still got both hands on the steering, and we see 4-way stop sign coming up. So slowing down a little bit, and complete stop here, checking on both sides, no pedestrian, no cyclist, that means we are good to go. Speed limit here is 50 kilometers. I'm doing about 45. It's all residential area, so 50 maximum. So we're just gonna park on the right hand side in this parking lot here. So I got my right signal on, and checking pedestrians on the crosswalk there, nobody there, and we're just gonna park in this parking. Alright guys, so that's it for this video. Thank you very much, and if you are in Winnipeg, Manitoba looking for driving lessons, you can give me a call. Number is 204-509-4175. If you're not in Winnipeg, you can buy my online training program, and that's gonna definitely help you out with your driving test. So thank you very much, and I will see you guys again.